Lindsay, I'll get an attendance.
So Lindsay, you have to sign this and bring that to Lawrence Bank?
The one in Corners?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is for the account.
Yeah, then this is
This is for me. Okay. Sign right down there.
And then I don't think you have to sign some of these, they just
Gotcha.
Is
Is it something I'm gonna bring in tomorrow? Do you want to bring it in?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Either I can bring it in or
Yeah.
if you've never been at Lawrence Bank, they just need to.
No, I do have. I've got several stairs. So
So you want to mail it in, drop it off, or you can
yeah, I'll just drop it off tomorrow.
Do I have to do anything else as far as like state goes? Like registering as clerk?
Well, we do have to make the changes with the state. I think that's through the portal.
Right.
Did you log into that?
I don't have the password. I
Okay.
think she sent one.
Okay. So why don't we
Is that
set up a time to get together
Sure.
outside of this, and we'll. Yeah, I do believe that it's in here somewhere. I don't know where it was. Why don't we look at the end of the meeting? We'll talk. We'll try to figure out a time where we
Sure.
can get together for 30 minutes and try to log into that and see what we do need to do. Because we have to do that. And I also believe we have to change. Crystal said she was going to make the changes to the articles, just with the change from the terminology of the president to the chair. I'm not sure if that's something we have to update also in the in that portal. Oh, we'll figure that
I
out.
guess we'll see as we read it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. So Tim will.
Okay.
Did you end up? Did you order checks?
Yeah, I got the
You did, okay.
checks.
So that's all set.
Do I have to bring this to a specific teller?
Just like the bank manager.
No name.
It's just immediately to elect. I can give them.
I'll bet if you go with
I
them.
don't-
so
I don't
that-
bank with them,
They're gonna,
so I
they're
don't
gonna let
know.
you know who
Yeah.
needs to happen.
Okay.
Funnel you into probably an office or just do a teller.
We're a little sport with Polish nationals.
Oh,
Know you by name, right?
Yeah, that's like cheers, but sure.
That's rare. That's rare in this age, you know.
One called me up one day and she goes, on your middle initial, and I had a check I wrote to somebody. Because I always saw it going, she called me up at home.
To make sure it was you. Wow, that's
That's
nuts.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Betty. Well, she knows.
it's the same name as.
They're not stupid.
Just from her last name, right?
So we're gonna
Most of
drop that off at Florence.
Yeah, check
Checks
it.
have been ordered. You haven't heard anything from Frank on taxes, have you?
I've been in contact with him in numerous emails, but we haven't been able to start schedules haven't.
Okay.
But it's been I don't think we're going to be able to meet in a reasonable time frame. So I think I'm just going to send questions through email.
Cool.
We were going to try to do a Zoom or meet in person. We just
Yeah.
haven't been able to.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. So the taxes thing is still up in limbo. That'll be
Yeah, so I wanted to ask him about the taxes. The research I did online seemed to suggest that any type of, I think what are we, like a 503B or something? Or
501c3.
501C.
Yeah.
So according to the stuff I was reading online, if you have less than 50,000 revenue, there's no taxes that need to get paid. So I just wanted to follow up with Frank,
Right.
see what.
It'd just be hearing getting the final word from the state, which is just what
I mean, maybe we need to file, but
Well, as far as I know, Frank filed all of the last years. We still have to file 23, 24.
right.
But the last, 4 years, I think it was before that, he filed, and I think that it was just waiting to hear that.
So maybe it's just to demonstrate that they don't make, that the organization doesn't make $50,000 or more, so no taxes aren't filed. So that
Yeah.
you probably have to have some documentation somewhere to show.
Sure, but I mean, that should be a fairly easy process. If we're paying someone
Yeah.
grand. But
That's a fair point.
that's it.
So, all right, well, why don't you make contact with him,
Sure.
ask him these questions, see if we have to sit down with him. I was gonna bring up if we should vote on Frank to continue doing our taxes. I mean, make sense to just get ahead of the ball for 23, 24. Do we want to wait until we hear back, or does it
Sure, just see what
see what the results are?
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what the vote do we have to vote on all of these little things like something like that to wait, or how does that
it's
work?
typically like in the Bible. Um,
Some yes, or some could be work together. So
I owned a corporation not too long ago, just sold it, and things like if it wasn't anything that was like a monetary thing that had a significant impact on a corporation,
You don't.
then you really have to make. But if it's something but usually that's in the bylaws. So
Right.
I've
Yeah.
read the bylaws, but
There wasn't really anything specific about what
voting.
what warrants a vote and what doesn't, but that makes sense. So
That's why you're paid to make
Small
to make good
question, but why
decisions.
don't you
But
check if it didn't need to be voted on?
it's irrelevant. Yeah, that's a good part.
That's true. So, and that would bring it, what would be a voting, what would be a passing vote? I mean, it could be like the number of people minus one. So if there's like 5 people that are on the board, would it pass, or does it need to be like a majority? Or that would be something else that we could maybe vote on,
Yeah.
put it in, addend it to the bylaws, I guess.
All right. So let's lock into exactly.
Because then it could become a gridlock type of thing.
Right. How do you break that? You need something.
It abstains,
Okay.
whoever. One just abstains.
Yep. Right. And breaks that. That makes sense. All right. So we won't do we wait till we see where are the results on the taxes. See what we find on that.
I was able to log into the account. There was a little bit over $2,000.
Okay.
I think it makes sense for more than one person, so I think I have your cell phone. I can
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've got the Florence app, so I'll when I go in and drop these off, I'll see if it'll just auto generate when I log in
Sure.
to show that new account. But yeah, that would make more sense to have just you on it and be able to look at it. All right. We did hear back from Big Y. We raised $9.
Oh, really?
Now I'm pretty sure four of those are from me. So
That's it.
It's better than paying $9.
yeah, that is
that's true.
This is true.
I like it.
This is true.
And where it's still going. It's still ongoing for July.
I'm leaving now to go get food. Yeah, right. Shamed
I
into doing
really got
it.
it. Yeah.
You know,
Um,
they have them. I think it is.
That's the hard part because the first time I went, I was like, I'm gonna take 2 of those reusables right there. Those are for the nonprofit thing. And the guy looked at me like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like,
They don't have the red.
oh no, they don't. It's over
Oh, they
the
don't.
trash bags. Yeah.
They want to sell theirs.
It's over. It's so
Yes.
in South Hadley where the
Well,
customer services.
That's how they're going to use those.
Yeah, most people buy it when they're on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
in South Hadley,
So-
I've heard a lot of people buying their trash bags, but really great I'm doing it here.
I don't really have that much trash, you know.
So that's probably why.
That's why they're not getting.
We should talk to them and see.
They're not trash bags, they're actually grocery bags.
Yeah, so
Buy the trash bags. You're saying that you're not going there.
That's trash either.
I didn't everybody.
Those?
I would never even think to look for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're going to the bathroom, that's the bathroom.
So it's still going for July. We'll see what that comes out to. There's going to be a check mailed to 240 Carter Street. I'm assuming that's Stephanie's address. So we'll just leave that as is. Movie After Dark. Crystal was looking at the dates. She did call before you all arrived. Any Friday in October is fair game.
Okay.
So I think we were looking at the 18th, Friday, October 18th, which actually, oh no, it wasn't. So yeah. So with a possible rain date of Saturday, October 19th.
Did you get the email from
Crystal,
Crystal?
about the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
She did say that she didn't believe there would be any conflict of interest for the cultural council grant. So if she said if we could hold a vote for it to give her the okay, she would fill that out and pursue it. So I think that is something we should vote on today. How does that? I actually have never really held a vote. So does anyone? Does someone else make a motion? Or do I make a motion? Does anyone?
Anybody could make a motion.
Does anyone make a motion to allow Crystal to pursue that cultural grant?
So
Okay.
move.
Tim,
Second.
does anybody second? Kathy? Is there any further discussion? I was up there. I was up there.
No,
Because technically, it's Tim makes. You would write down as like Tim would make the motion, Kathy would then second, and then
We're good.
passes or not
So-
passes.
Oh, okay.
So we passed. So I will, so I'll let Crystal know she can do that. She'll fill that out, send that in. That would cover, I mean, it's up to, so it's up to $1,000. So right now,
The movies are like 500.
yeah, so she sent two options. 1 day public performance, 200 people or less. Haunted Mansion is $500. Inside Out 2 is $550. $80 for the bathroom. And then presuming we get the equipment from James Guzman, that'll be the most of it. Unless we end up bringing in, what did you guys do last year? Was it a face paint?
Not face paint. They had a
Balloon artist? Okay.
They had businesses giving out candy.
Yep.
Kids could dress up.
Yep. Yeah, so all that,
Big.
yeah, definitely I think we should do that. I think we should see about doing something like a balloon artist or face painting again. I guess face paint doesn't work because people are already in costumes.
Not a good idea.
So that doesn't make sense. So yeah, who do we remember the face paint person?
Remember her name? If I look it up on my phone for last year's. Last year I might be able to find her name.
Yeah. Oh,
Try to.
How did we advertise? We advertise here at the school. Is that the name? Like put up flyers?
yes.
Flyers.
So it looks like we did send out a business fundraising letter. So I think we should just update this. It's promoting our very first movie in the dark. We can say promoting our second annual movie in the dark, and yada 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 down the road. Give them a breakout roughly. We're going to be paying $550 for this. Blah, blah, blah. Give them an idea of what we're going to be, what the expenses are. And yeah, we've got the list of who donated what last year, so we should absolutely pursue them first and foremost. The Johnson Group donated $850. Dickinson's Farm donated $200. Florence Bake donated $100. Polish National $100. Children's First $50. So, we should reach out to them and just go through just run through any other businesses that we should try again at, just because they maybe didn't do it the first time. They might do it the second. I did have a call with Thunderbirds on Monday. They are interested in, we're doing another game this year. They said that Booster, is it? Is Booster the name of the?
Reference name here.
I think it's Booster.
I don't like.
You mean the mascot?
Yeah.
Then
It's not Booster. That's a Booster.
Is it? Boomer.
Boomer.
Boomer. I was close. Boomer would come out and hand out candy.
She said that was her easiest fundraiser.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just tell you that.
Yeah.
I went to a ton of different ones last year.
Okay. Feedback?
Please donate.
Yeah. I believe it. Asking for
After a
money.
while, I was like, I think I'll never do this.
I'll take it, right.
No, it's just hard
Yeah.
because they're like, you know what I mean? So, we did get that, you could see from the
Yeah.
donations.
We don't need much.
It wasn't,
You know.
it wasn't easy, I would say.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, and we can, we can talk about, do we want to even do, it'd be great if we could just not have to do a suggested donation, type of thing. So maybe that's our goal for the fundraising, to try to make it a free event for.
So don't put a suggested donation.
Well, that's for that talk. That's something we could talk about.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, if we can raise the funds to cover everything, I think it would be nice, for people to show up and see that, we should point it out, the Friends of Granby Parks and Rec
Right.
fundraised so that this event could come to you folks at no charge.
Mm-hmm.
And, just make it aware that,
So raise funds through businesses, not through.
Well, I think we'll see what the cultural council grant brings us. That could cover most of it. It could cover all of it. I think that's something we should ask the group. Maybe at the next meeting we can lock in on some of those fine details. I think it'd be great if we could offer it, but obviously, again, at the same time, it's one of our sole purposes here is to fundraise and raise money. Obviously, and provide opportunities and fun events. So yeah, just something to think about.
Yeah.
Then I guess balloon artist. It does say in here. I don't know if this is balloon twister. I don't know if that's the name of the.
I'm pretty sure she's got that in there.
Okay. So we'll figure out making contact with them, or I guess that's something we should vote.
Yeah.
If
I
we want
would contact her if we wanted to.
you want to contact them? Okay. Why don't,
I have to re-vote on it.
yeah, why don't, well, I guess it would make sense to contact and get some information before we go. Let's get cost and availability.
Does the police department have a canine unit here?
I think we do.
I believe so.
Because I know like when I lived in Belchertown, sometimes we would have the canine unit at community events too, as a way to engage
Yep.
police and kids, like, petting the dog
Yeah.
and whatnot, but it'd be something.
I see that now. They did see, Officer Carpenter used to run a canine unit. It has not been done.
Okay.
There's a lab, it was at Charterdale. Trust me, we always.
Right.
Now,
So they don't have any dogs.
They have a friendly, but
Yeah.
at this point in time,
Okay.
maybe doesn't know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of ways to engage
Yeah.
more.
I mean, anything we can do
Yeah.
to make it a fun, exciting, more
I
packed
tell you, that
event.
was a festive night. And Karen burst, we might have been at the table and I'm like, thank you so much for doing this. They kept saying it over and over.
Good.
It was just great.
Love it.
It says that people that donate will be included on our flyer.
Yeah, so let's see. So we produced also, so we also produced this for local business to hand out candy. Was that also part of your?
No, I don't think I did that.
You didn't. Okay. So we did that, and then looks like we made this very nice flyer with all the local businesses, and you can pass that around.
Oh, so that was sort of like the advertisement.
That was, yeah, that, in this letter, you can see deadline for your logo to be included in our flyer is September 8th. So,
That's good.
I mean, if we kind of follow the same dates, if September 8th was enough time to get the flyer out, and there were plenty of people at the event, then that's enough time to advertise it. So, and we're doing it a week after you last year. So, we can pretty much, keep this with modifying it to be updated, but, most of it should be relatively applicable.
They also had a concession stand.
And was that ran by us, or did someone else?
It was us.
Boy Scouts.
Oh,
They did,
you know
like,
what? It was.
It was
We kinda
like
did
kettle
both.
corn.
Yeah. And I don't know how successful it really was. I think we kind of had them and we bought some of our own things.
I wonder if that's,
I should ask Stephanie about that. I don't know.
who has a relationship with James Guzman, or Nelson?
We did. Well, and I do too.
Okay.
My 14-year-old is in Scouts, and James,
Gotcha.
a friend of my husband's, they weld for each other.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I mean, maybe they would like to do
Yeah.
I mean, if we could pass on that responsibility to see if they want to and make some money out
I'll
of it
actually see them on
themselves.
Saturday. It's the Boy Scouts they're heading up for their week-long camp, so I'll be able to be heading up with just for them, so I can ask them if it's something they're interested in doing.
Yeah,
I don't know if the scouts are totally into like fundraising as far as money rather.
Oh, the Scouts are into fundraising.
Okay, I
they're
didn't
looking
looking
to-
fundraising or community service. That's what I'm getting at. Both.
Both. I mean, like the guys that are going up for Eagle Scouts always have to do a community service project.
Yeah.
But the Scouts they raise money so then they can help defray some of the costs of the camping trips for the kids.
Oh, same thing, Lindsay. Some like 4-H and stuff. I was going to do it. Go down to the shower and
But if we involve them, then it makes it even a bigger incentive for James to be able to provide all of the equipment, and then it's something that.
yeah.
But I'll see them this weekend, so I
Okay.
can talk to them about it.
But that, okay, great.
And I don't know how like their hot dog stand can happen, where you do donation instead of
Charging people more.
more of health.
Well, everyone in Granby is watching this right now, so
No shit. No shit. But there's ways of, like, they can raise the money without having to pay the fees.
Mm,
Well,
You know,
did they do a hot dog stand last year? No.
It was like bottled water, there was that popcorn,
Chips.
popcorn.
yeah.
Like, baked chips. It
This
was,
candy doesn't really land. So.
no, because.
So much.
Also, the candy, which was good, but we
Right.
also, that's right, some of the money that we raised, we put towards candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know that that's
It's
really necessary, businesses are gonna
Right.
do it, and that's their advertisement, then why not let them?
Or
that
if
vote
they
in?
get like
Absolutely.
sugar
I guess that'll be
bags or
dependent on.
containers. You know what I mean?
No,
Like if they made like little like bags for kids to use as they went to collect their candy.
oh,
Sorry, yeah.
yeah,
that
they
makes
did do
sense.
that, didn't they?
I don't know if
Was
they
it
did
business
it.
did?
They did, I think there was some businesses like that, I don't know, so done. I was manning my table.
Well, I mean, if we do a fundraising and a candy distribution letter similar to the other one that's there, I mean, it would make sense if we're going around in person to get money from people. To say, if you don't have money, would you like to? Here's this flyer.
Right.
Would you like to show up for a couple hours and get your name out there? It'd be great to have. I mean, I think I saw somewhere, I don't know what I was looking at. I saw somewhere there was like 1 to 3, or no, maybe, yeah, it was on that, let's see that back real quick. It was on this, we told them we're going to be expecting 1 to 300 children. So, I mean, that's a lot of people and parents. Yeah. There's 200 parents, probably 300, or 200 kids, probably 300 parents, there's got to be at least 200. But I guess multiple kids per family. There's got to be a lot of adults there too. That a
There
business
will be
could-
1 million.
Sorry.
Paper parking.
So I think we should just tweak these, update them, and plan to use them. I think Stephanie seemed to be interested in doing graphic stuff.
Yeah, big meat advertising.
Yeah, so if she wants to redo this to some degree, we can leave that up to her. I presume this is the one, she made this last year. I don't know that. I'm assuming she did.
And then later in distribution, like now the school has a really limited newsletter, but I'm sure they'll put out an attachment so that can go out to all the parents from the schools.
Yeah,
Just like through their newsletter.
Yep. That's great.
What's your email? Not really the information on that.
Yeah, it's FERNIDAN.
It'd probably be good if we could get like an email group. Just so we could
Yeah.
follow up on these things.
Yeah.
Basically, also is the source from the previous minutes being sent from.
Oh, right.
Because you can click the tab and who it all sent to.
Yeah.
There is, yeah. That's through the Granby Parks and Rec. When you get that, when emailed from that, you can, I think, reply all, and auto generates the thing. Or if you've done that before, it probably just saved it in like your contacts as a group.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll work on the fundraising letters. We'll talk to Stephanie next month about the flyer, see what she wants to do on that. I wonder when this was sent out. Was one of my questions. Do you remember when you were going around to businesses?
I think it was like summertime,
Okay.
I'm assuming it's gotta be like
like around that.
within like now or the
August,
next.
August, September.
Okay.
Just going to a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
So we could either go to them with the letter, but a lot of times you don't get to see the person that owns this.
Right.
Option you,
Right.
unless you follow.
You hope they got it in their hands and.
But email them,
Mhm.
or you could send a letter and then do a follow-up. I don't know which one was actually,
Most effective.
yeah.
No, so
I mean-
through Charter Day sponsors, we did letter and then just, so we can fill in like the business name and then we just wrote out the envelope and just did like letters and sent it up.
Just mail them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to do some businesses. I feel like I just don't want to do them all. But like,
Yeah, well,
like
well,
I
we
said, we'll all dedicate to doing 10 businesses.
Yeah, we should just, we'll make a list of our,
Not overwhelming to
Yeah.
Do right
Yeah.
now, do we want to try to get like I don't know how to say it, like a seed round of initial business that we want to hit and then next month do some other different ones?
add in. Yeah. I mean, I think, right off the bat, everyone who donated last,
They should be
Here.
contacted.
we should definitely reach out to them. Maybe even specify, make one of these specific to previous year donors.
Yeah, and like thank them for their.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that would be good. So,
Do we have, does Granby have a list of businesses, like a Chamber of Commerce list of businesses?
Do I believe
That, I mean, that's what I'm thinking, that like that I wouldn't know of.
And I did a lot
There
on Logo
is.
Road too,
It's-
because that's what.
We got it somehow with Charter. I'd
What
like to
was
say
the Johnson-
Kathy Regan or Kathy Leonard had it.
on New Ludlow Roads?
But they're in full on list,
There's a lot of.
like what their name was,
But it's in Granby.
all in town.
No, I got.
Oh, it's in Southampton.
The thing is, with some of them, they were
And I think. it was-
electronics kind of companies or very, very, very small ones that were registered in town.
I
Sure.
sure did.
Like someone's like small.
Like,
Yeah, no, I
Thanks.
was more than excited.
I did.
So, yeah.
Right. And one response,
Somewhere.
but.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Have to just, we can try.
Yeah, we gotta try. Yep. So we'll work a letter, I think, going, I don't know, why don't we start with these, what we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we got 8 businesses that donated last year we can start with. And I guess why don't we all look at Google Maps and come up with a list of another 10 and we can cross-reference and then we can put that list together and designate, you'll do these 10,
Yeah.
I'll do these.
So that we're not,
So that's not all up, exactly, we don't wanna do that, for sure.
they would definitely say no.
It's unorganized, yeah.
Who were
So no,
who were the 8?
so the 8 are the Johnson's Group, Dickinson Farm, Florence Bank, Polish National, Children's First, Granby Auxiliary, I don't know, Granby Pope
I think for some
Oh, yeah. Yep. Hampshire Towing, Pleasant Street Auto Body.
that's all
Dickinson's,
Johnson.
Polish National Credit Union.
Polish National. I think you should make that call.
That's right.
I go there all the time. But
Because Josh was the
we're customers of it, and like, since my mother was alive.
I don't know if it was Lumber Dog, so it's very successful with us doing it, or Holding on Free.
In giving a donation for what?
They were very generous with sponsors with Charter and Committee.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can try.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Lumber Dogs will donate. I don't know, I'll talk to hold it, but Lumberdock's very generous, very generous.
So you're not only asking for donations, but you're also saying you also want to participate in.
Absolutely.
Right. Business
Yeah.
people set up.
I mean, we could present it like if,
Yeah,
you know, if
for both.
financial support isn't the right option for you right now, would you be able to offer some time?
Or would you like to have your business advertised?
Yeah.
To make
Yep.
it more nurturing.
Yep.
So if we do get the people that donate, I guess it would be good to get the, what you call it, the paper that she has.
Venmo.
Ranger. Yeah.
Yes. Get
So
that
this way, when someone says yes, at least we have some.
quickly. We
Quickly.
can send it here. That's a good idea. Yeah. I don't know. That's gonna be a. Do you know if it was a Granby Parks and Rec Venmo, or was
I
it
think
just
she said
linked?
it was.
For her own, I thought.
Yes. Well, no, I thought it was for this committee
It was.
that went into that checking account.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that it was under her, like, she could only get to it through her own
Yeah.
Venmo.
Right, which is
Um,
normal. Yeah. That's.
But I'm pretty sure it went right into that account.
Right.
Maybe, when you go in to drop off the stuff, or Lindsay, when you go in to drop off the stuff, see if there's some way, like, I don't know, if the bank has like a Venmo app or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that.
I'm not
Is it
big into
maybe-
Yeah. No. I should be able to find out.
People
Figure
were
it out.
donating at the, we had you done for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. We
That's
definitely
how-
want, and we can get. We can get little chips. We can get little.
QR code.
QR codes, and it's a quick scan and. Okay, so I'll work on figuring out that because I think that it's gonna be a little tricky, but it should be more than doable. Um, so, in terms of the date, the 19th, do we want to do a formal vote? So, or the 18th, so I can confirm that with Crystal, so she can lock that in?
Sure, I agree.
We want to make a motion, we should.
I'll make a motion that
I'll second
we
it.
do it the 18th. It's seconded.
I'm just out of town that weekend,
Oh,
so,
you are.
yeah, I mean, but I can help that morning with anything, but it's probably the best weekend to do it.
Yeah, I mean, there was something, I mean, the next weekend would also be great, but I thought there was something, a conflict, some in town, something going on? Was that the police?
Do they do something in Columbus Day weekend, like a tag sale?
No, they just said August. The historical, preservation,
Or
do
Keller?
they do something? Yeah, do they do something? Dino thing?
No, that's September. I don't know.
Yes, I mean, the 25th is
Oh, the
also, would also be a great, a
I
great,
would love it so I could actually be
day.
there, but
yeah.
we have plans to go out of town.
I don't mind.
There's nothing tying us to that date.
Like, was there something that she was saying, like some important thing that was happening on that weekend?
What?
You want me to text her and ask her?
Sure.
Yeah, why don't, we'll hold on the vote. We'll lock it in next month.
I'll ask her right now.
Okay, yeah,
Why not?
Actually, I have to go in a few minutes.
okay.
Let's,
So Thunderbirds, they are interested. I think that would be really fun. Sounded like it was an easy fundraiser from what Stephanie had to say. I did, where is that? Where did that? You print out these, you can take one and pass it along. That has the info about how they fundraise. Basically, they select a discounted ticket and add a markup to it that we then promote, sell. And we get that added markup that they put on it. So we do that, and then they also do tables, the Chuck Puck and the Jersey raffle. The tables require 2 people from an hour before the game to the end of the second period. So I will gladly do, and you can do it in shifts. I'd gladly do all of it. So we'll just have to find one other person to man a table. Or if more people do want to do tables, then we can do a shift and do half. me and one other will do half.
But now was it Saturday or is that just?
So the nice thing, Thunderbirds will produce the marketing material. So this is what they made last year. Last year it was the December 30th game. So that's great. I included a calendar on there so we can all look at it, and next month we'll come together and hopefully be able to pick a game that we can lock into. They are going to send me their promotion games. They have like all-star games, they call it. So, going to a game where there's already going to be more people will help. The tables are a minimum. We have to sell 100 tickets to get 50% of the proceeds. We want to make sure we can at least sell those. That should be on the 100 tickets. Although then again, we raised $9 from selling bags. So who knows? Who knows?
I just want to.
But that didn't cost anything.
Here in 10 minutes.
Oh, shit.
She thinks that the date's good, the 18th.
Yeah, we were talking about 2024.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a great team.
So
Yeah, that
18th,
was the one we first said.
18th is not good for cap.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay, so the 24th?
Yeah,
20
it doesn't have to be me.
25th. 25th is the Friday. Yeah, no, you're good.
Unfortunately, guys, I gotta go, but
You're good? Yep.
Really nice.
We'll send meeting minutes around. I will bring all this in and I've got your email, so I'll shoot you an email to get together about the portal and we can,
When's the table meeting? Partially with Galveston.
yeah, we can do that. Let's see, we're in,
August.
Should not do that meeting. And drinking big enough steam.
what was that?
Motion. Someone to make a motion for,
You do?
no, for the next meeting to be.
Up. So we're in July, so we're looking at,
A Thursday in August.
we'd be looking at the 22nd, 15th or 22nd. Why don't we do 1, 2, 3, 4?
Because this was a little compact because of.
Yeah.
It's only 3 weeks. Isn't it?
Yeah. So the 22nd will be 5 weeks.
All right.
5:45 here?
We got a motion that, I'll make a motion
Let's just make a
to,
motion anyway.
yeah, I make a motion to have our next meeting on August 22nd. We'll do it at 5:45. I will confirm that that is available to do it in this room. If it isn't, I will let you know through email. Right?
All in agreement?
Does anyone second? All in agreement?
Kathy second one, all in favor.
Excellent. Motion's passed. Tim, you are
Now
good.
you can go because we have a new date.
You're allowed.
thanks, guys.
Well, so, yeah.
The weirdo on the side going, you gotta do it this way. And I,
We'll
it took me
get
a
it all.
long time to get used to it going.
Good job.
Thanks, Tim. We'll talk soon. All right, so that's that. It's pretty much all I had. I did have a little note for membership growth. We've got 8 people. We were 8 or 9 people, actual members, which are great. I know Stephanie put that work into the yard sign and the membership application. I think that would be a great thing to do. I do think going to not just the farmer's market, but any public event in town that we can get to and be in front of the community is going to be important. So, let's think about that for next month. Maybe, have you all seen and have access to the membership application and the yard sign that she was? So I'll email that around with the meeting minutes.
Tell her to take a look at, but we're not.
Well, what we had said was we were gonna look at our goals
Yeah.
and assess so that we're presenting ourselves the way we want to the community. So I think so I'll send this around, what it currently says, what it has our goals. I think we should all look at it over the next month and see if we can come to a place next month to where we can lock in and maybe start doing that.
Well, the yard signs are really, they're really a good attraction.
Yeah.
I had one in my yard for a while. Whenever I see anybody with a yard sign,
I always look at it.
right.
I was skeptical at first, but I think it's a great, I
And
think,
it's attractive. She did a good graphic on it.
yeah, no, I think it would be great. I think people would like it. I think people would there's not really any benefits to being a member other than just supporting Right.
Yard sign.
So, but you get a yard sign. So let's look at that. So I'll send that through. We can, everyone should just look at what it says for our goals, make sure it's aligned with what you think, and we can come next month and talk about it. And if there's anything we want to pick out or anything we want to add, we can do that. But I will send that so that you all have it. So for,
I thought it's at 7 on the door.
Yeah, but
It does, but try to be.
sure.
would you want to be looking at your watch to go home?
Is there any new business from anyone?
No, he just had to leave early.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Are you leaving?
I'll be outside.
Okay.
I got no new business. New business?
No, I don't think so. I'm just,
I think what we submitted to be asked was like what was considered like a forge on open space, but that's Crystal would be getting information from Chris Martin, our town administrator on.
What was that for? I'm
Like she was wondering what the Forge Pond open space is across from McDuffie, whether that is the whether it's McDuffie's or Partika's, or if Forge Pond space just considered just like for that pond. But it's also something where Partika donated to the land to the town, but also underneath his land. It's something within the story of that. And that's what my mother was wondering what was considered our open space.
right. Crystal was looking into that.
Yeah, what the story was from the town administrator.
Gotcha. She hasn't told me anything. She did say she would be here next month.
Okay.
You could probably also just reach out directly to her if you
Yeah.
see if she had any information.
do you have anything specific you'd like us to do for you? For you?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Each of us come up with some businesses for next time to send
Yeah.
next year.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna look into the blues person too,
Oh, the balloon. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a list of businesses that I might be able to check out.
I'm gonna do that as well. And you said you'd
I'll
talk
see,
with
yeah.
James.
I'm sending my husband a text right now to make sure he reminds me.
Cool. I had nothing else.
Sure.
The question on send out meeting minutes. I'll check for next month. Cool. And I think that's it.